Hi, I'm Morgan, and this is a life update and do my hair with me video. So back on Monday, April 25th, which time feels kind of wonky, like it feels like certain things are a lot more recent than they were and other things are a lot farther away than they were. I guess it is what it is. Sometimes time feels like that. Our dearest, sweetest Junie Megan, um, our dear sweet tortoiseshell cat passed away. She had like a couple weeks like she had been suffering, but a couple weeks like she was showing like weird symptoms where it's like we couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. She's gone to a lot of vet visits recently, but a couple weeks or so ago she was diagnosed with kidney cancer. And if I remember right, the vet said basically she had up to a month to live, tops. And our cat always had, like, what's the word? She had an enlarged heart, and so they didn't want to do, like, further, like, they didn't want to, like, do whatever the biopsy was to figure out, okay, what specific type of kidney cancer it is, to see the exact, like, to get more, details on that. The vet was basically like, she didn't recommend it because she didn't really think there was anything that could be done at that point other than just ease her comfort. So she was put on hospice, and I know that we ended up, like, she was given, I think, a steroid, like some of her medications, and stuff. I might have been upped. I just know that, like, we were doing what we could to just keep her comfortable for as long as we could. So yeah, it sucks because she's someone who's always been extremely important to me. We got Junie Megan when I was 9 years old, and she was originally like I guess like it describes like a feral or a stray cat. Like, she was just a cat who I wandered onto my grandmother's property, and we ended up adopting her. And so we've had her since I was like 9. So that's like at this point in my life, she's been, I'm trying to do the math in my head. She's been with me more than half of my life. And most, like, a lot of that is time when I was old enough and mature enough to form good memories with her, to have a bond with her, to, like, I was mature enough not to, like, what's the word, like, sometimes little kids, like, they just will, like, pull cat's tails, or, like, they'll be very demanding and, like, not respectful of animals sometimes, whereas I was old enough that, like, I wasn't, I wasn't ever, like, a little kid when we had Junie. So she was someone who, I got along well with, and I was old enough, like, that, oh, sorry for, like, bumping with the door. Junie and I got along, like, very well, and, she's someone who's, like, always been there for me. She was someone who I would always, like, at the point in, I would say the darkest point in my life, or the point in my life where I was facing the most challenges and where I was a victim of seclusion rooms, we had Junie was, like, for part of that time, and when it was consecutively getting worse and worse in the school system, I had Junie at home. She was who I looked forward to coming and seeing, and, like, she was probably the, like, what kept me going, what kept me, like, here. So there's a very real possibility, like, would I have even still been here if we didn't have Junie Megan? And I always adored her because she was always a very confrontational person. She let you know what she wanted. She didn't, like, beat around the bush. She would just walk up and meow, or, like, if, like, she would clearly communicate if you were doing something that she didn't like. She was a very, she was a very outspoken cat. If she were a human, I would use the word, like, outspoken to describe her. And she always had, like, these odd habits that I loved, or things that just always, like, that I'll always remember, like, things that were annoying to other people, but that I just adored. Like, she would, we'd used to get, like, green peas or, like, sweet peas, and she would, like, chew on them, chew, like, take out the inside, consume the inside, and spit the shell out. It was so funny. And she would try and drink out of people, like, humans' glasses, and, like, if someone left out water and it was just a little bit too not full enough, she would bat it and, like, knock it over with her paw to try and drink it off of, like, the table or whatever. And it was it's one of those things where it's like, it was obviously, like, not convenient at all at the time, but it is so her, and I never could, oh, sorry about the door, but I literally, like, I could never stay mad at her for long. She was just someone who, like, she's such a sweetie, or, like, she's important to me. Like, I could never stay mad at her. Oh my gosh. And I remember one time, so, Junie was very young, I think like a year and a half old or something. She started, like, wheezing, choking, like, she couldn't breathe in the middle of the night. We ended up having to go to the emergency vet. If we hadn't, then she would have not been with us a lot sooner. But she had an enlarged heart, which caused her lungs to, which could cause her lungs to get filled with fluid and cause her to not breathe. But so she was on a medication for her heart. And so, like, she got put on a medication for it, that ended up helping her, like, not die. But then I remember, like, one time we were staying at my grandmother's house, and she was having a heck of a time trying to get the cat to take the medication. So she tried wrapping it up in cheese, and the cat, like, Junie Megan, ate the cheese and spit out the pill. Like, she was always just such an intelligent cat. Like, she knew what she wanted, and she was gonna get her way. I love her to absolute pieces. She is, like, one of the most important creatures. Like, she's just, like, someone who's probably had the most impact of my life out of anyone is, like, not even a human. But, like, I'm gonna miss her to friggin' pieces. Like, I am not, like, I have no idea how long it will take to, like, get back to a sense of, like, normalcy, because it's just all, like, I just keep thinking, oh, at this time of morning, Junie would normally be down here. Or, oh, like, when I walk in the hallway, it's like, there's no cat litter. Like, even though we like, my family is good about vacuuming, like, there would be cat litter. And so it's just, it really is something that is hard to come to terms with. I don't know how much battery is on here, so I don't know how long this will last. I'm just gonna do, like, an under Dutch braid down to, like, the side of my neck, I think, because that's something that's practical and out of the way. I did wash my hair earlier today and let it just, like, dry while I tried to nap. Yeah. I don't, like, my mental health isn't the greatest. I watched this more, like, what's third, and I know that's completely, like, it's normal, like, to feel just, like, it's, like, mentally, like, completely just, like, drained. It takes a long time, I know, to adapt to this sort of thing. Because Junie she's important. She's someone who's been an integral part of my life for so long, so it's freaking not fun to not have her. Like, it's beyond not fun. It's really, really painful. It's quite painful. It sucks. It sucks so much. And I miss her so much right now already. I watched a Farmhouse on Boone video. I believe the content creator's name is Lisa, and she does stuff about, like, simple farmhouse life, and she did a video, like, a cooking video, where she just talked about some recipes that she's made, and I found that, like, super soothing, because it's something that it's, like, it shows, like, life still goes on for people, like, even when we're missing someone that we care about, like I'm sure that Junie would want me to continue like to continue to live and like to be there, and like she wouldn't want me to like just be miserable for all eternity and never like continue on with my life and stuff. Like she would want me to bathe, she would want me to eat food and stuff, so I've been doing that because like I care about her. And I felt like Farmhouse on Boone's video was nice because like it's routine and cats love routine, and so like not having like my normal routine with the cat getting up at a certain time and getting her medicine and getting cat litter all over and just being and wanting to jump on my lap at a specific time of day, it's like I need that routine, that normalcy. And so like I liked seeing a video of from Lisa from House on Boone like cooking, because she does routinely do videos at a certain time, and it's soothing seeing somebody else living their morning routine, their normal life, and it's like like kind of living vicariously, but it's comforting. It's super super comforting. And I decided like I'm dressed in like what's the word, like black clothing, because I just like I feel like some of these outwards displays of mourning, or what would have been like outwards displays of mourning in my culture at previous points in history, like there's something comforting and ritualistic that I find soothing about it. And then so it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a long time before like I don't know, like it's never gonna be the exact same without her, so it's just finding ways to go on. And like I don't know, I don't ever want to forget her. I want people to remember her as I remember her. I want to keep her like alive in my memory and my heart. Like she was someone who was super important to me, and I don't ever want her legacy to fade. So yeah, that's the life update on me, and thank you for watching me do my hair. I'll turn around so you can see like the back of it too. So yeah. Rest in peace, Junie Megan. I love you.